Hello everyone, this is the ISCRO Junior Series, live from the Homestead Miami Speedway in Florida for round 8 of the season. There's only 3 rounds left to go, in the inaugural Junior Series season, and it's been a very interesting 10 races so far. The Homestead Miami Speedway is definitely going to be one of the big tracks that a lot of these drivers are going to want to win at. It's probably one of the biggest challenges for these young drivers actually, because it is a multi-groove racetrack that is incredibly hard to master. And there is some big stuff on the line today too, because mainly for one man, Kenny Moma. He comes into this race with a 60-point lead, and if I am correct, if he does well enough, he could clinch the title today. But sadly, I do not have that information on me right now, so I can't tell you exactly where he needs to finish. But he does have a chance today. He will have to fight 23 other drivers to do just that, though. So I want to get down to the track real quick to show you our starting lineup, where Alex Gray is starting on pole. Gray didn't start too well, but the Chevrolet driver really kicked it up in the last few weeks or so. Had an amazing run at El Huapi, showed some good pace at Juarez, and of course he's on pole here today. I think Fallout Racing with the coming Nissan program are very glad they snapped him up. They saw some potential in him, and he's already starting to show that off here in the Chevrolet. Marcel Page is going to be starting his outside. The P2, not really a position he likes, as he finished second to his teammate last week. He wants to go up one more spot today. Row 2, we have the two full frontal next drivers, Nonagon Scott, who is currently a free agent. Though I wouldn't be surprised if he got re-signed to that 40 car. And then Colton Treslin, who will not be returning to the Junior Series next season. He wants to go out off a bang. Row 3 has Brandon Barnes, the highest qualifying Maverick driver, and the driver who is second in the points. Barnes has definitely been running very well this season. Francois Chastain is on his outside, and he is a free agent as we speak. Row 4, Brandon Morris, who almost won at Paris earlier in the year, so he definitely knows his way around the speedway. And Anderson Reed, who I think this might actually be his first top 10 qualifying spot of the season. He is not returning to the series next year, but he'll be looking for a good performance here today. And then right your top 10 here in row 5 got Haley Takoto, who is a free agent, and Carla Violet, another free agent in the 45. And we scroll through the rest of the field here. Some notables here. The Pontiacs all qualified rather poorly, and so they have their work cut out for them. And so did Amphi Moore, last week's winner Tristan Faulkner there. He's got some work to do. And Taylor Decker starting at the back of the field in P23. This is definitely bound to be a very exciting race. As we wait, and it's about to get underway as we are about to hear the command to start the engines. As a field of 23 gets rolling here, and Alex Gray will lead them off. That's such a good camera. All right, two young drivers showing a lot of potential this season, looking to break out tonight with a win. But there is 21 other drivers looking to do just that. Instead, the pace car comes down pit road. 50 laps of racing ahead of us here at Homestead. It's gonna be a wild one. So we roll into that restart zone. And we're green, we're rocking at Homestead! The field dead even as the field of thunders into turn number 1. Gray will inch out a little bit as the field's still getting up to speed. Of course, you can run a lot of different lines here, but on the start, that middle group is going to be better as you're gaining speed. But up here, turn 3 and 4. Now we're up to speed. Outside, where you want to be. That high groove is the ideal line, and the closer you get to that wall, the better. Drivers who rim ride it can get some absolutely insane momentum. However, of course, you gotta be careful, as if you go too high up, you will just bin it into the wall up there. Like, we kind of started to get a little bit of a term there, started to get a little bit of a thing with the Homestead stripe. Because everyone's pushing the limits, and I think we'll be seeing some cars in the wall here. As a lot of these drivers are inexperienced, they don't necessarily have that down pat. I see Kenny Moma, the man of the hour. He's already making moves. You can make stuff happen on the bottom. I would say the middle groove is the least ideal. Oh, Rogers froze it in there. That is tight. Colton Treslin's on the outside of Marcel Page. He's trying to take the lead. Yeah, I'd say the top group's the best, but if you can hook it down the bottom, you can make some stuff happen. For sure. Oh, very tight up there. I'm surprised nobody's hit the wall yet. It's some very impressive driving from these young drivers right now. Meanwhile, Treslin has pulled out into the lead. Marcel Page settling in the P2 now. And it looks like his teammate, Francois Chastain, will be following suit. Anderson Reed trying to go around the outside for P4. Alex Gray kind of slipping back. It seems Reed's got a great handle on that high groove right now. Oh, I see Moma getting close to, I think it's his teammate right there. He is getting way too close to his teammate. That is 4 wide. Oh boy, that could be trouble. Looks like they're going to work it out. Nice job there. Very tight situation, but it's impressive that these junior drivers have done such a good job holding, keeping it together. VLA getting a big surge of momentum on the high side, but Treslin blocks her off. Anderson Reed's on the move as well now. Brandon Barnes holding station in P5. He's looking good right now. He's got Axel Paulin right behind him. The Mazdas didn't qualify that well, but it looks like they're making up for it with their race pace. Oh, hold on. I want to move the window. There we go. Now I can read the chat. Moma's, Moma is just ISCRO Sam Mayer. And once Page is trying to make something work on the bottom, but Treslin is holding him off, doing a great job. Looks like, and Brandon Barnes now looking up high. Trying to go around the outside of his teammate. And of course, this is the first race of the night. Track hasn't really rubbered in before Track hasn't really rubbered in. PLS and SCS have yet to race here for their main races. Though I suppose there could be a little bit of rubbering in from the Royale, but it's been a little bit since then. So I'm not sure. Page is trying to make the bottom work, but he just can't do it. I think VLA is going to take second here. Barnes might follow suit and take third. Oh, VLA's looking. I think she's going to peek out. Try and make something happen. Barnes up high. VLA down low. Treslin blocks Barnes' charge. And I'm noticing a little bit of separation back there. I wonder if somebody hit the wall. Not sure. Doesn't seem like anything... I don't see any cars of, significant damage. And Rogers, great run on the bottom. Austin Rogers has basically been the lead driver of Full Frontal's junior program, and so far is the only driver confirmed to be returning to that team in 2020. And fair enough, he hasn't had any massive breakout performances like a win or something, but he has been performing very well. And Treslin's still holding off a charge here from VLA. But can the 45 get that BMW into the lead? Rogers still hooking it down low. AJ Canton starting to work his way up. He's getting a little close to the 98, which will be his car next season. I'd like to add, Canton is joining the MWR Junior team for next season. Brandon Barnes rim rides it up high. Great job, and I think I just saw McDell's in the wall. Yes, that might be our first car in the wall, though I would not be surprised if Anthony Moore got the wall, because he's lagging behind. Austin Rogers and AJ Canton have been surging on that bottom groove, and they've worked their way up to the front. Rogers will be taking a crack at the lead here, trying to pass his teammate. Oh, Barnes looking on the 42 as well, though. I think Gray made a little bit of contact of Reed. But they keep it straight for now. The moment here, it is the Dodges fighting for the lead. Kenny Moma needs to beat Brandon Barnes by 8 points to lock up the title. Yeah, how many positions is that, Kyle? That's the information I need. Oh, is Barnes gonna go for it again? Brandon Barnes, of course, like, he's not locked. Oh, Page is getting really close to the wall. He's searching. He is really searching. Oh, I was like, oh, wow. This is definitely, I notice this is definitely a very packy race right now, and I suppose it's just what happens sometimes in a spec series. Everyone's got equal equipment, so nobody can pull away on horsepower. Barnes has been trying to make something happen up high for a while now. Oh, trouble! 36 has gone around! No caution! Caution is not out! That is Marcel Page around. No major damage. But that was Brett Moma who was involved in that. That split up the field. Yeah, race control has not thrown a yellow for that, surprisingly. Oh, VLA just rim riding it up there. Or that wasn't VLA. No, that's Vargas. Yeah, Christian Vargas, he's looking for a good run tonight. He comes in this race last in points. He's not had a good season. But if he could get a good run here, that would be huge for him. And this is huge for Austin Rogers. He gets the run and takes the lead of the race here. Carnborough 1 now leading the way. And Marcel Page will be hoping for a caution. It doesn't actually look like there's any significant damage on that 54. Why? God, I'm getting my words mixed up. On that 36. Ugh. Oh, Treslin. Making a move. Treslin made something happen up high here. Oh, that was beautifully executed. Bouchard, I'm going to make this clear that everyone who's on the free agent list for Junior will get signed. There's 25 driver slots and there's 25 drivers signed up. So no matter how long it takes, every driver that is currently looking for a ride will get a ride. I just need to make that perfectly. I'm just gonna make that perfectly clear here. Yeah, that was a good move for Treslin. Yeah, really, I wouldn't be surprised if Vargas got re-signed by BMW. It's just that Bavarian's been a little quiet. They'll get their stuff up. So I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. But anyway, let's get a replay here. Let's see what happened to this. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised this wasn't a caution because this probably should have been. But let's see what happened here. Looks like I think AJ Canton got a little loose. Page was held up. Brett Moma saw an opportunity, goes for the gap, but it looks like he pushed him a little tight. He made contact to the 36, pushed him up the track into Canton's quarter panel, which is going to send him back down across Moma. Canton manages to save the car, but then Page sweeps across Moma and goes around. And because it's on the 8, and the only spin was Page on the apron that was off the racing surface, and I suppose that's why race control did not see that as a reason to throw the yellow. But that is a huge shame for the 36, because he was looking great. Meanwhile, now we're back to live racing. Rogers trying to hold off Treslin. He really seems to like that middle groove. Not a gap was there. The gap was there. He just got a little tight. And also, you got it wrong. Like, no, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you are no longer a racing driver. is said no. If you go for a gap that no longer exists, you're passed around an auto trouble. And that's gonna be a caution. Multiple cars torn up. That's the 68 of Haley Takoto, Taylor Decker, Anthony Moore. Wow, that's trouble for him. Brett Moma involved. See, and Brandon Morris. This is exactly the caution that Marcel Page needed. Okay. Looks like Treslin. Wow, actually, Rogers fell back to P4. What happened there? Oh, Rogers might have checked up. Pack catches up, and Barnes absolutely sent it up there. Rogers then had to check up. He got loose, and that allowed Canton to get by. Well, Vargas, both the MoMAs are pretty good. But yeah, Kenny is the one that we've been watching. This man right here in car number 4. Yeah. All right. Well, Marcel Page got the caution he needed, but let's see what happened. I think Decker and Takoto will be done for the night. Takoto's gonna be done for the night, I think. We're gonna see what happens here. Looks like Brandon Morris got a run up high. Yeah, Taylor Decker tried to block him off, but it was a late move, and they got together. Hooks into the wall, and Decker slides back up, and Takoto and MoMA had nowhere to go there. Moore just picked a bad avoidance line there. He couldn't avoid it and just plowed in. And so a lot of torn up cars. Takoto's definitely done, and I think a few others may follow suit. Okay, now hopefully nothing stupid happens. Well, this time the leader actually got picked up by the pace car, so that's a good sign at least. Looks like the entire field will come down pit road. Like the pit window under normal green flag conditions would be lap 35 or lap 36, somewhere in that range. And I'm trying to think. Can they make it the rest of the way from here? Yeah, they should be good to go after this pit stop. I think oh, wait. I guess it was Vargas already came out. Oh, dang. I don't remember him being that high up. Right sides for Christian Vargas. That was a call there. Let's see. Let's read this. No, they took fuel. We got a couple drivers taking 2 tires. I think reading this list, I think some took 2, some took 4. Was Canton one of the guys that took 4? Yes, he was. Okay, so we got some split strategy here. Vargas, Treslin, Barnes, Maldonado, Paulin, Faber, MoMA, Scott all took 2 tires. I mean, this should be early enough that they don't freak out. Takoto and Moore out of the race. That Well, that's not... Well, this isn't the day that the MWR Junior team wanted. They do have 2 cars running up front, though, so not all is lost. I think... Yeah, Reed is the first car on 4 tires, I think. Yes. The entire top 8 took 2 tires on that pit stop. Oh, Faulkner. Faulkner's at the P3. That's a surprise. So, yeah, Reed from MoMA, from VLA, from Rogers, Scott, and all these guys back here. They took 4 tires. Morris is back out. Nothing about Decker. Did I miss Decker? Where are they? Yeah, Decker's in this line. Yeah, so Taylor Decker will continue. So we're almost halfway. We are almost halfway through this race. Yeah, I was like, tire wear is pretty heavy. Tire wear definitely is a factor on this track. So, it definitely could be. It's definitely a risk to take 2 tires. I think the tires can make it the rest of the way. Like, fuel is the main concern as far as making the distance. And lights on the pace car off. We will be going green on lap number 22 of 50. Colton Treslin is your leader. Brandon Barnes is second. Tristan Faulkner is third. Christian Vargas is in fourth. Axel Paulin is fifth. AJ Canton is in sixth. Joseph Maldonado seventh. Stanton Faber is in eighth. Anderson Reed, the first of the 4 tire guys, is in ninth. Kenny MoMA rounds out your top 10. And keep an eye on this 01 here, Austin Rogers. He's looked very fast, but he will have some ground to make up. But yeah, he took 4 tires. Didn't want to take any chances. Same for VLA here. And Kenny MoMA, of course, that 4 team can play it safe. Like, they don't need to take any risks. Now, hopefully the game does not shit itself. Yeah, I'm gonna be annoyed if that happens. But usually when stuff happens, but when it happened last time, they actually didn't take any tires. They came in, and it was like literally like a stop and go. Like, they were there for like a split second, and then they came back out. All right. Let's get back to racing here. Got another half of racing here to go at Homestead. Pace car comes in. Can Treslin hold on? Got a very hungry pack of cars behind him, including someone who wants to stay in the title fight. Green flag, back in the air. It's a good jump from Treslin, as he'll hold the lead heading into turns 1, 2, and the damaged car of Decker, very slow on the restart. He's held up some cars. Oh, that could spell trouble. Looks like they're being patient. No, they're not. Oh, Fisher, Fruity Field saves it. Okay, are we good? We're good. No one's pitting. Axel Paulin is not good because he's in the wall. All right. We're gonna keep a watch on those cars that took 4 tires. None of them have actually made any big progress yet. But Reed's starting to. And he's playing it very aggressively. He is all over the bumper of the 7. And now they head back in the 3 and 4. Canton goes up high. Paulin sent it up there again. But 2 tires gonna be the way to go, or 4 tires. Contact between Rogers and Faber. I think VLA wants to go for the middle. Yeah, she's gonna try it. Can't get the run though. Rogers hooks it on the bottom. He's one of the guys on 4 tires. Meanwhile, Faulkner... Oh, Treslin, I think, was a little slow off of 2, because Faulkner's there. He's trying to make a move for the lead. Rogers, way down low. This is a big pack of cars. It's rush hour here in Homestead. Yeah, it's tight. One little mistake could spell disaster. Faulkner gets loose. Has to check up. That's the inexperience showing there. But that's going to split this pack up a little bit. Rogers making a move for second. He might have this. Oh, look at that! Look at that momentum. Barnes following Rogers. And I think 4 tires was the way to go. Like, he's going to skate on by into the lead of the race here. Chastain trying for second. Barnes got very loose there. And once again, it is the full frontal drivers, first and second. Treslin tries to make a desperate move. He needs to get back in front of him, but I think Rogers is going to hold it. Yeah, he is. Violet back in the P4. She's looking very good. She might be one of the favorites tonight. And she's following the 42, getting the draft. She's just gonna fly around the outside of Chastain here. It looks like she's definitely got a good handle on the outside. So does Reed. Oh, little of contact. They keep it together. You know, Barnes fighting back against his teammate. He needs to fight for every position he can get. His championship hopes are on the line here. And it looks like this pack is a little slow. This is good news for Barnes, because Kenny Moma has not managed to get past this pack. Don't know if these cars are a little slower or if they're just fighting harder. But there's a little bit of a disconnect between this pack and the front pack. Oh, Moma got turned! We got trouble! Oh, Gray plows it into 6! Oh, someone clipped him! Oh, that's Page! And it looks like that destroyed a tire. Oh, the free car of Gray is absolutely destroyed. And we're under caution for the second time. That's what Brandon Barnes needed, though. Barnes is still in this. Chastain tried to make a move, but couldn't pull it off. Rogers will hold the lead. But how's the 4? He's still on track. He's got some damage. It's pretty heavy. I think it's going to take him out of the picture for the win. Yep, that is what Barnes needed. He's gonna definitely be able to stay in this as long as he can hold it together. Let's see, will there be any takers on pit road? Nope, the 2 tire guys are going to commit. They have every intention to go the rest of the way. Well, let's go take a look at what happened there, because that is an incident with big implications. Well, look at this here. Okay, Paulin gets a little loose. Like, he searches high. Faulkner doesn't catch that. He doesn't back off in time. It hooks him into the 4. And that sends Moment at the wall, bounces off into the 6, and this is where the big hit happens. He slides down, and Gray has nowhere to go, just plows it in. And that was a hard hit for both drivers. And Marcel Page, you see him here, clips him. There goes the quarter panel, just explodes. Like, that probably destroyed something in the suspension. That was a big wreck. I mean, from what we're hearing, Alex Gray has gotten out of his car under his own power, so that's good to hear. See, Paulin drove away from that wreck, actually. But, yeah. Big wreck with some big implications, because Kenny Moma has a damaged car for the second week in a row. He certainly had some hardships these past couple of races. But I suppose you can't be perfect every week. Both Paulin and Page are out of the race. It can only be Gray will obviously be out as well, but they haven't taken that car behind the wall yet. So that will mean... There, and he's out now. So that will mean there are going to be 18 cars left in this race. And Austin Rogers is looking like the favorite. He's got 4 fresh tires and a great race car. Yeah, I'm guessing the fuel tank got busted there. Probably some that hit likely caused a puncture in the fuel tank for car number 6. That's probably ultimately why he retired. At the moment, Kenny Moma is in P13. Actually, not even that bad of a position, all things considered. But yeah, not a good day for Pontiac. You actually see all 3 cars here. And 2 of them have damage. Hans Fischer's car is clean, but he just hasn't really had the speed today. But both the MoMAs have had some kind of issue befall them. There's a big opportunity for a lot of drivers here tonight. The other Mazda still in this, Joseph Maldonado. We don't really know what he's doing next season for sure. He's not a free agent in the Junior Series, which leads us to suspect that he'll likely be moving up to the PLS next season of a Mazda team. Stone Ocean has an opening, but I think the leading rumor is that he's going to be going to Hirachi. And he was second in points for the early part of the year, kind of fell off a little bit as of late, but he's getting his season back on track. Looking to get his season back on track here with a potential top 5 performance. Alright, getting back to green on lap 34. We'll have, I believe, 17 laps to go. Austin Rogers is your leader. Francois Chastain is in second. Colton Treslin's third. Carla Violet is fourth. Anderson Reed is fifth. Brandon Barnes is sixth. Joseph Maldonado is seventh. AJ Canton is eighth. Christian Vargas is ninth. And Tristan Faulkner rounds out your top 10. Oh boy. This has been a crazy race. Lots of exciting action, some big incidents. And I mean that's just what we've come to expect from Homestead. And I'm sure this last part of the race will be just as exciting. Green flag is back in the air. We're back underway for the 3rd time. And Kenny Moma is in fact off the pace. That damage is severe, and he's actually holding up his teammate here. Oh boy, that is a disaster for Pontiac. Their one clean car is stuck. Though at this point, Fischer could pull out. Fischer, you gonna pull out anytime, buddy? No, he's not gonna pull out. Chastain, meanwhile, Chastain rim rides it up high. Big run. He's gonna try and get a win for Ford before he leaves for a new manufacturer. And that is Chastain at the front. Now it's Rogers' turn to play chase. I want to say Chastain's been close to the lead a lot today, but he's just not. But this is the first time he's actually been up here. Been at the top position. Canton into the wall. But also he's wow. He didn't even lose momentum though. Wow. He must have had a huge run going. Because he barely even lost any time from that. Which is a little weird. 17-year-old game. Weird things happen sometimes. I wonder if Fischer does have damage. Because he looks kind of off the pace. Well, there's Moma. He is going to be in P17. That Decker passing him, that's not for position. So this is a big point save for Brandon Barnes. Though Barnes is starting to slip back a little bit. don't forget, he's one of the drivers that took 2 tires, and I think that's starting to hurt him a little bit. I think Rogers' car might be falling off. He's losing ground at the 27. VOA sends it down the inside. And I think she's going to get it. Rogers going to fight back up high. Side by side, Anderson Reed looking for a way back, looking for a way by both of them. Both are gonna stay side by side. Chastain's starting the gap. They must have made some good adjustments on their pit stop, and it's just really starting to come in. Tresland sends it way too hard, and he's off into the wall. Canton's gonna go by, and I think so will Barnes. Oh, Rogers got a good run. He's going to attack the 27 again. Slips up a little bit. Might cost him momentum. Chastain will hold him off for now. I think these top 4 may be the big main contenders here. It might be down to Chastain, Rogers, Viollet, and Reed, though AJ Canton wants to get into the picture. Barnes will be fighting for every little bit of any position he can get. Oh, but he's got a problem! And that, well, as of today, couldn't get any worse for Maverick. Something's gone wrong for the 87, and that is Brandon Barnes. His big day down in smoke. And there's only one Maverick car left in the day. That is a wheel axle too, so he is effectively done. Anderson Reed looking. Anderson Reed is now carrying the team on his back. But that, I don't think MoMA can beat Barnes by 8 points though in this position. Because the worst Barnes could finish is 18th. So I think the championship is technically still alive, but that is effectively a death blow. And Barnes is definitely not going to be happy. No, it's 8 points. It's a little more than 2 spots. Meanwhile, at the front, Chastain is still holding it. He's got a great car. No one's really been able to mount a big charge. You're going to have to mount a challenge on the outside, and Reed's going to do just that, but he goes too far! And he holds up the 0-1 as well. I think it's going to allow Rogers to go by. Reed doing everything he can just to put an exclamation point on an otherwise unremarkable season for that 98. But Rogers wants that win so much. He wants to prove to his team owner, William Brock, that it was the right decision in re-signing him. Reed, good run off the outside. He attacks again. Nothing there. Middle groove not going to work. Yeah, Barnes is going to finish 18th unless something happens. And right now, Kenny Moma's in 16th, so Barnes' championship is technically still alive, but it's on life support. Rogers challenging 98 again. It's definitely down to these 4. Canton is doing whatever he can to close in, but it's just not enough. His car is just not quite good enough. Rogers is getting some big runs in the middle. Sends Reed up the racetrack. If Rogers can get clear, he may be able to start chasing down the 27. 5 laps to go. But he just couldn't get anything going in the middle there. And, yeah, nothing going. Oh, here comes Reed! Sends it again! And this time he keeps off the wall. He's gonna squeeze it. Go for the gap. Chastain can't block. Reed going for the lead. 4 laps to go. That may be exactly what Reed needed. And, Chastain's fighting back on the bottom. And he's gonna clear. Anderson Reed is your new leader. But Violet is closing in. She's got a big run. Gonna force it up high. Slingshots it around the outside. Violet is ready to attack. The Brazilian looking for a win. All 4 of these guys are looking for their first win in the Junior Series. 3 laps to go now. Oh, got a lap car. That's the 4 of Kenny Moma. He's very slow. I don't know if he'll be in the picture or not. Where's Violet gonna go? Not gonna go to the high side. That may be an issue for her. Chastain runs the bottom. Good run off. Keeps it going. That's 2 to go now for Anderson Reed. And Chastain of a run down low. Reed checked up. He got loose. Actually, might have gotten tight. Didn't see any wiggles or anything like that. But Reed has got to fight for this. As hard as he can. Violet tries to get a run up high. Chastain hooks it low. And it's going to be side by side. Coming to the white flag. This is going to come down to the wire. Is Violet going to force it? She checked up. She checked up, and that's going to cost her. Chastain, is he going to clear? No, he's not. Oh, they might catch Moma. Reed's going to have one more shot. He needs to nail this the outside here, 3 and 4. He's up high. Good run. It's going to be a drag race. Up turn 4. Great run for the 98. And to the line. It's Anderson Reed who's going to win it at Homestead. First Junior Series win for Maverick. The MWR Junior team wins their first race. And Anderson Reed won't be returning to the Junior Series next season, but he puts an exclamation point on his campaign. And that's certainly a bright spot So Maverick didn't really have a good day, but that will definitely be a bright spot. Francois Chastain comes up short in second. Carla Violet is third. Austin Rogers fourth. AJ Canton fifth. Great day for the 5 team. They needed that for sure. Same for Maldonado, who'll definitely climb back up the points. Colton Tresel in 7th. Tristan Faulkner. Hey, looks like he may be finally getting his season on track. Because, follows up that win with another top 10 here in 8th. Nagon Scott comes home 9th. And Hans Fischer will round out your top 10. Oh, boy. Wow, that was an exciting race. Yeah, great battle for the win between these young drivers. Anderson Reed does take the victory, and the gap is 62 points between Momo and Barnes. Title fight is still on, though just barely. I'll say, something tells me, I'm starting to figure it's a second place curse, because it seems like the drivers that have been second in points have been running into trouble a lot, because that was happening to Maldonado, and the moment Barnes got in the second in points, something went wrong. Oh boy, that's fun. Yeah, what's the next race? Let me check. Next race will be at Provo. Well, I suppose that's a good opportunity for Barnes, because he is a good road ringer, but so is Moma. And with how strong Kenny Moma's been this season, I would not be surprised if the championship is decided there. Provo's gonna be. I think Provo's gonna be a good one. So yeah, another first-time winner crowned tonight, and that was a very exciting race. Congratulations to Anderson Reed, and be sure to stick around next time when again we head to the Provo the Provo Raceway Park in Utah. I have been Rocket. I will be signing off, and I will see you all next time.